First, you're going to start with 10 pass-throughs. Make sure your arms are straight. Then you're going to rotate over each side 5 times. Again, making sure your arms are straight during this motion. Once you hit 5, you're going to go the other direction. This should loosen up your shoulders pretty nicely. Then grab it like a baseball bat, rotate it back, give your shoulder a nice external rotation stretch. You can bring it out in front of you to get that anterior delt stretched as well. Then put the bar behind you, pull down with the opposite hand, that way you can stretch out that tricep and get a little bit of stretch in that lat. You're going to repeat this on the other side, holding for about 3 to 5 seconds in each position, just kind of up to you when you feel like you've got a nice stretch. Again, put it behind you and stretch out that tricep and lat. Then we're going to move on to a banded stretch. So you're just going to do banded pull-aparts. 10 reps, nice and slow. Engaging those rear delts. Then you're going to pull the band apart here and then lift up with that tension, continuous tension going up and then back down, and slowly release the tension. Do it again until you hit 10 reps. Now we're moving into hips. This is a windmill, so you're going to keep your legs straight, rotate, looking at the hand that's closest to the ceiling, and do on the other side. This is a nice stretch for the hips and a little bit of the spine. Now we're going to do some squats, just a nice deep squat hold for a couple of seconds before we do some leg extensions. So you'll grab your toes or put your hands where you can reach them and just extend. Get a nice hamstring and glute stretch here. Do this about 10 times. Then we're going to do the Cossack squat. You're just going to float from side to side, 10 on each leg, followed by this dynamic hip stretch. Reach up nice and tall, get a good stretch. Then you're going to put your hands on one side, reach up and stretch your thoracic spine and return down. Repeat this 5 times on each side. You should feel a nice stretch in your external glute. Then we're going to do some rocks. You'll feel a nice stretch in your hamstring, followed by a couch stretch. So if you can't reach your foot here, you can put your foot up against a wall, slowly work your way back to where you might be able to grab it. Repeat this on the other side. Nice stretch above. Then put both hands on the inside of your leg, followed by a nice reach looking up at it, really getting that stretch into the glute. Do this about 5 times on each side. Then we'll rock. Get that hamstring stretch, get a good back stretch. Again, do that 5 times. And then reach for you're gonna get a good hip flexor stretch from pulling on this and the quad. Next, you're gonna go to a seated position with a 90-90 knees. Lean forward to get that stretch. And then you'll slowly crawl towards the front so that you can stretch each portion of your glute and hips. Next, you're going to squeeze where I'm pointing, that glute. You're going to fire it. That way you activate a nice hip flexor stretch. Now we're going to focus on your thoracic spine. This one, get into a quadruped hold, open up, look up at the ceiling, dip down, and repeat this 5 to 10 times on each side. And make sure you're trying to look up at the ceiling to get that nice stretch. Now we're doing the cat-cow. So on this, you are inhaling and then exhaling as you go into cat. And then cow, nice exhale. Then this is called the scorpion. You'll lie flat on your stomach, arms spread wide. Bring that leg over, get a nice lower stretch. Return to center. And do the other side for a nice good stretch. Try to plant that opposite shoulder to the floor as you bring that foot across. This one's a little bit more advanced. It's called the hip airplane. You balance on one foot, rotate towards that planted foot, get a nice hip stretch, and activate those leg muscles and proprioception. Do this about 5 times on each side. And if you like a good challenge, this one's always fun. Nice slow twist, return to center. And try to do this 5 times. Hope that helps.